to Elite Weather Forecasting. My name is Dooley Godot with the weather forecast for your Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I hope you guys are having a good day out there, and I'll try my best to bring you some good news in the weather department. Hopefully we can do that for you and kind of brighten up things for you guys out there. I know some of you guys have been getting beat down by the heat. I'm going to try to see if I can find some relief out there for you, as well as a respite from some of all of the severe weather that we've been seeing through parts of the Midwest and the Northern Plains and the East Coast there. We're going to see if we can look for a break in all of that severe weather. But before we do that, do me a favor and leave your like down on that like button there. Just go ahead and click that and leave your comments down in the comment section down below. Let me know what city and state you're watching this video from and how you've been dealing with the heat and severe weather in your area. So please feel free to do that. And you can also subscribe to the channel if you are not currently subscribed. Appreciate you. And let's talk about our city of the day now. And our city of the day is Little Rock, Arkansas. Yes, beautiful Little Rock. I think it's a beautiful city. I'm going to step aside here so you can see the city. Check out the lift bridge. Awesomeness there. Very nice lift bridge in Little Rock. It's actually more scenic than I thought it would be. And so it is a very pretty city. So if you're traveling down there, you can go out and check out Little Rock. And Little Rock is also the capital city of Arkansas, and it's on the Arkansas River. It's home to the William J. Clinton Presidential Library and Museum. There are exhibits including a replica of the Oval Office and presidential artifacts. There's also an 1800s Greek revival building, the old State House Museum, which traces Arkansas history, and MacArthur Park has a pond, plus the Arkansas Art Center, known for its large collection of drawings. Just a little bit of information about Little Rock and the state of Arkansas, where it's currently 89 degrees under partly cloudy skies today. No rainfall in the forecast for you guys, but let's jump over to the national radar and take a look at folks who are dealing with some rainfall today. Here we are looking at the national radar right now, and we are seeing some rainfall for a few of you folks out there, particularly here on the mid-Atlantic states. So if you're here near Richmond, Virginia, Charlotte, North Carolina, you're going to be seeing some showers and some thunderstorms working its way through your area. Some more showers here up into Manchester and Boston, Massachusetts as well, down through Providence, Rhode Island, a few showers in your area as well. Some more showers down here by Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and off the coast of New Orleans here, some more showers and storms. We're seeing a few storms starting to butt up here across the desert southwest through New Mexico, and that's extended all the way into the high plains of Montana and Wyoming. You see those little dots right there? Those are actually cumulonimbus clouds starting to build up there. So we're going to see some high altitude thunderstorms out throughout parts of the Intermountain West there and down here in the lower plains of eastern sections of New Mexico. And that's going to eventually work its way into Arizona, where we're going to see a preview of the summer monsoon season. And you're seeing these clouds here in the northern plains of Minnesota. This is actually a cumulus field here, as we have a dry sort of cold front here that's going to be dropping down. That's going to help to cool things off for some of you folks, especially down here across the southeast. But let's talk about your weather today and take a look at those current watches and hazards that are taking place across America right now. Okay, it's time for your weather today, and here is those watches and hazards that are going on across the United States right now. And what we're seeing really here is this large area that we're seeing that heat warnings in place here, all the way from the Midwest through the Ohio Valley, the Tennessee Valley, through the Ozarks, parts of the plains here, as well as down the Mississippi River Valley to the Gulf Coast there, over into Florida. So we're seeing that heat warning in place, and we got some excessive heat warnings here in southern Illinois, parts of Kentucky and Indiana and Missouri as well. More heat warnings here through Nebraska and Kansas. Excessive heat down here in Arizona and into Nevada and Utah. We have our wind warnings here through parts of through parts of Nebraska, Nevada, and northern Utah here. So just west of the Wasatch Mountain Range, over the Salt Flats there. There we go. The Great Salt Flats there. We're going to be seeing that wind warning in place, as well as here is in Montana. So that is a look at the watches and warnings, as I just suffered a momentary lapse in mental awareness. So anyway, let's take a look at your 7-day forecast here for Little Rock, Arkansas. All right, guys, beautiful weather in store for you guys. It's going to be warm out there, a little bit humid, but as you see, as we move into the weekend, it kind of falls back there for you. So you're going to see those mid-90s today and those temperatures in the 70s overnight, but you will fall back to 90 on Sunday, a little bit drop in the humidity as well. So overall, pretty decent weather conditions out there across Little Rock, Arkansas, than what you could get this time of the year. So I guess we'll take that. We'll warm up a little bit next Tuesday and Wednesday as we see those temperatures come back into the mid to upper 90s there. So that is a look at the 7-day weather forecast across Little Rock, Arkansas. And I'm going to show you something. Now, this happened a few days ago. This is a thunderstorm that occurred in the Chicagoland area. So check out this storm that we saw on their satellite photo here. Check out this guy.
Severe storms absolutely exploded over the Midwest Monday night. What you're looking at here is a supercell thunderstorm erupting near Chicago. This storm wreaked havoc in Chicago and across the Midwest. This storm was one of many across the Midwest, and in total, the storms left hundreds of thousands without power. This stunning satellite visual shows all the lightning within the storm, a testament to its power and intensity. This imagery is easily one of the most impressive visuals I've ever seen of a severe storm in the Midwest.
I would wholeheartedly agree with that statement. That is a very impressive thunderstorm. Did you see the overshooting cap and how that outflow, that cloud shield spread out? Because that thunderstorm was probably hitting 60,000 feet in elevation, and those clouds can't build out anymore. So it hits the bottom of the stratosphere at the tropopause, and you can see that anvil really just spread out in every direction there for that big guy. That was a heck of a thunderstorm. That was on Monday that storm hit the Chicago and Indiana area. So I'm going to show you another video of some tornado action that we had in Wyoming yesterday, and not in Wyoming, but in Wisconsin yesterday. If you remember my weather forecast from yesterday, I told them they could see a tornado out there. So check this out.
I'm in a tornado. Oh boy. Oh, I'm really in it. There it is, right there. Oh my goodness. I was in a tornado, guys. I was in a tornado.
Not quite, dude, but you were close. I get the dramatic, you're a little bit dramatic, but you were close. You're a little bit too close for comfort, we will say that. But you weren't quite in a tornado. If I saw a truck just drive right by you as it was going by. So anyway, I'm glad you're safe, dude. But anyway, good job with the theatrics there. All right, check out this other video of the tornado action in Wisconsin yesterday.
I think I can see it up there. Give me add to the color. You see the color? There it is. You're gonna see it spinning out there. You can see it, Brian. It's huge. Last east the north, going. Yeah, east the north. I think I can see it up there. Give me add to the color. You out there? You can see a mine, it's you! Southwest, east to north going. Yeah, east to north. Totally wrapped in rain. Crossing the road right in front of us now. See the rain up there? Yeah. Punch it into the RP, folks. Big wind. Just hit it. I think I can see it. It's right in front of us. Left edge. Left edge. Very dangerous. Left edge. Got it. Got visual. Right there. Right there. Got it. Coming at us. Gotta be left. Right. Look right. Look out your window. Here it comes. It's at your right.
All right, that video is a little bit long, but shout out to Reed Timmer. Reed Timmer, that dude is a PhD meteorologist from the University of Oklahoma. So that dude is the holy grail of storm chasers, all right, and meteorologists out there. So shout out to Reed Timmer. And he always screams like the Mad Hatter when he catches a good storm. His energy can't be matched by anybody. So that's a good brother out there. Good luck to him, and I hope he can stay safe out there. And you know, man, you are awesome, dude. You are my hero, Mr. Reed, Dr. Reed Timmer. Let's give him his flowers there. All right. All right, so again, we really hate rain-wrapped tornadoes because they can sneak up on you and you can't see them because of the rain shroud that's around them. So that's really dangerous to get rain-wrapped tornadoes. And you tend to see that a lot in Wisconsin and through eastern Minnesota. Places that see a lot of hilly terrain tend to see a lot of rain-wrapped tornadoes. It's also common to see rain-wrapped tornadoes down across the Gulf Coast. If you're storm chasing in Mississippi and Alabama, East Texas there, Beaumont, if you're going through Arkansas, Missouri, you'll see a lot of instances of rain-wrapped tornadoes, especially in areas where the terrain is kind of hilly. Wisconsin is like that, as well as eastern Minnesota. Rain-wrapped tornadoes are very common. So that was a look at some work from storm chasers out there, and another gentleman that was just driving down the road, having the tornado pass by him, and he kind of freaked out. But anyway, it's all good. But anyway, let's talk about our national forecast right now. Let's take a look at our map. All right. So we got this right here, and we have this over here. This is yet again severe weather. So we got some severe weather expected here through Missouri and Iowa. We have Nebraska and Kansas as well. Parts of Illinois going to be seeing that severe weather this afternoon and evening. And we're talking some large hail, damaging winds. Those winds could push 70 miles per hour. We're going to see some quarter-size hail possible, maybe a couple more tornadoes. So we could probably see some more tornado footage out there. I'm pretty sure Dr. Reed Timmer is going to be there because Dr. Timmer is kind of like State Farm. You know, he's going to always be there. So it don't matter. Nothing escapes his grasp. All right, so we got this other area here across the Northeast and parts of the Ohio Valley where we're going to be seeing that severe weather as well this afternoon and evening. And I think our threats here is going to be primarily some hail and damaging wind. So nickel and dime size hail, 60 mile per hour plus winds. But down here in this region, especially along where this front is through Pennsylvania, a couple tornadoes could be possible for you folks down there as well. So please pay attention to the local weather forecast. I almost fell over. All right. And we're going to see showers and storms from Maine down through the East Coast here. We got Boston, Philadelphia, New York, Baltimore, and Washington, D.C. Some scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to be possible this afternoon for you folks, as well as down into Charlotte, North Carolina, parts of South Carolina. We got Florida here, Alabama, Mississippi as well, Louisiana. So if you're in New Orleans, be prepared to receive some showers and storms this afternoon. And we're going to see more showers and storms through Arkansas as well as Kansas, over into southeastern Colorado and central New Mexico. We got a couple of areas that could be picking up some small thunderstorms this afternoon, though high elevation storms. But we'll see dry weather here throughout the central Rockies, the high plains, and the upper Midwest, and the desert Southwest into Southern California. Those triple digits is going to be in play as well. So please be careful with the heat out there. And here is what you're going to see out there for your Friday. Now, Friday is interesting here, especially across the Southwest, as we got high pressure in place that's going to pump in some moisture here from the east and off of Baja California. So we're going to see Mexico, some Mexican moisture come on shore here and into the desert Southwest, where we can see a little moisture being pulled off a hurricane blast down here. So this hurricane is going to contribute some moisture for some desert thunderstorms out here through parts of Arizona and New Mexico and on into Utah and Colorado, where we could see some afternoon thunderstorms. These are going to be high altitude thunderstorms. We don't expect any severe weather, but wouldn't be surprised to see a haboob out there, as a lot of that rainfall is going to evaporate before it hits the ground, as those thunderstorms are high up over the mountains. So a lot of that rainfall is not going to reach the valley floors below, but you will see gusty winds as a result. We do have our red flag here through parts of Nevada, as well as we're going to see gusty winds in this area and low relative humidities. So that's going to help to elevate the fire danger there. Showers and storms here in the Pacific Northwest. Seattle and Portland can see some showers for your Friday out there, and those storms are going to extend into northern Montana. So that is a look at your Friday forecast. Now, here we are as we talk about your Saturday. Now, your Saturday, this really kicks up here, that tropical moisture coming into the desert Southwest. Now, this is going to raise dew points into about the 50, 55 degree range. So it's going to be enough to spark some elevated thunderstorms up over the mountains and along the canyons, the ridges there. So the Mogollon Rim here, as well as the northern passes of New Mexico, can see showers and thunderstorms. I don't expect really to see much of anything in Phoenix yet, but maybe the Tucson area might pick up a shower or storm, as they tend to see more in the way of showers and storms during the summer monsoon season than Phoenix does. Now, what we're going to talk about also is this frontal boundary. So we got this warm front here and this cold front here. So we got this cold front dropping to the south, and this area here lifting to the northeast. So that change over here is going to cause warm air here to move into the northern plains, but cooler air here is going to drop into the southeast and the Gulf Coast. So we're going to see this area right here through the mid-Atlantic and into the Ohio Valley and the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. We're going to see things cool off a little bit for your Saturday and this weekend, as we're going to see a little bit of cooler air, a little bit of a drop in the humidity as well, but it's only going to last a day or two before this warm air starts to make its way toward the east and northeast as well, and warm you guys back up into early next week. But do enjoy a brief respite from the excessive heat advisories that we're seeing over the last few days, including today. I'm pretty sure we're going to see fewer of those excessive heat warnings on Saturday, as this cold front start to cool things off down there across parts of the southeast and the mid-Atlantic states. And as we take a look at those temperatures, and I'm going to show you what we're talking about here, now we're seeing that heat here across the desert Southwest. 112 in Phoenix, 110 down here in Tucson, 107 out there in Palm Springs, California, 104 in Las Vegas. So we're seeing that hot weather in place across the desert Southwest. We're also seeing the heat down here in Texas as those temperatures are in the triple digits in San Antonio as well. And we're going to see temperatures near 100 for you folks in Dallas, Fort Worth, 97 degrees over in Houston. But we're seeing triple digits start to make its way into Oklahoma, Kansas as well. You're going to see those temperatures about 102 and 101 degrees there in Wichita. So we're starting to see that heat lift up from the north, from that warm front. Remember, your warm front is on this side, but we'll start to see things kind of taper down there across the Midwest and the Southeast. So we're seeing that 100 degrees in Nashville today, and we're also seeing temperatures approach the 90s there through the upper Midwest, through Indiana and Illinois. We're starting to see some mid-90s. We're also seeing some 90s move over into Pennsylvania, but it's a little bit cooler in the far northeast and into New England as we're seeing temperatures in the 70s out there for the most part. But those upper 90s will continue to hang on there along the southeast, down through North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. Atlanta, you're going to be 98 degrees today, so you're going to be seeing that upper 90s hang on there. Florida, you're going to see those temperatures remain there in the mid-90s as well, as you got a lot of heat and humidity and some afternoon showers and storms to deal with. And here we are for your Friday. So your Friday forecast, we're seeing things step back a little bit here across the desert Southwest. We're pulling away from that 110. Now we're just going to see a high 108 in Phoenix and 105 in Tucson. But we are going to be seeing things settle down just so slightly here across the mid-Atlantic states and through the Midwest and the Tennessee Valley and the Ohio Valley as we see things fall back into the 80s a little bit. So you will get a day break here before things really start to cool down there. We're going to see 100 down there in Mississippi, 100 down there in Birmingham, in Alabama. We're going to see 97 in Atlanta, but 100 in Athens, Georgia, and we're going to see 101 down there near the Florida state line. So we are seeing a few triple digits down closer down to the Gulf Coast. Now, as we look at your Saturday, a big cool down. So we see that cool down moving into the Great Lakes and the upper Midwest. We're seeing those temperatures fall back into the 70s there across the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes, Michigan, and Wisconsin. 84 in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. And we're starting to see those 100s move further down toward the Gulf Coast. So we're starting to see those 80s now in North Carolina, where we were seeing those temperatures in the upper 90s, and even some 100-degree readings there, where we're seeing that. But we're starting to see it heat up in the Central Plains. So if you look at the Central and Northern Plains, we're seeing 100 in Rapid City, South Dakota, 100 as well in Emporia, in there in Nebraska. We're seeing 100 through in Kansas as well, 100 through Texas, San Antonio, 100 degrees. So we're starting to see it warm up there across the Central Plains and into the Rockies. So that respite on the east is going to be short-lived, and it's only going to last the weekend before that heat from the west starts to build in again. Let's talk about our severe weather outlook coming up over the next couple of days, and a little bit of good news today here after we get through it today. And here we have our enhanced risk for severe weather. This is where we can see numerous severe thunderstorms possible, that hail and damaging wind, heavy rainfall, and maybe 1 or 2 tornadoes is going to be possible here in the orange. In some of the cities that's going to be in that enhanced risk, we got 7 million people. So we're talking about Pittsburgh, Rochester, and Syracuse. You guys are going to be under the gun for that enhanced risk for severe weather. Our slight risk in the yellow, this is going to be our scattered severe storms, and we're going to have some hail and damaging winds, heavy rainfall, and maybe 1 or 2 tornadoes is going to be possible as well. And in those areas, we got 30 million people in that zone. So we got Columbus, Ohio, Baltimore, Washington, D.C., Kansas City, and St. Louis. So you guys are going to be seeing that severe weather as we have this area here along that frontal boundary that's going to be in that slight risk. And I think this is where we'll probably see our tornado threat really produce something here, is in this region. And maybe a tornado or two is possible here in Pennsylvania with this enhanced risk. And if you're in the marginal risk, which is a dark green, these cities include New York, Philadelphia, Charlotte, North Carolina, New Orleans, and Cleveland. So if you're in those areas, you're going to be dealing with your marginal. I don't think you'll have to worry about tornadoes, but some 60-mile-per-hour winds and some nickel and dime size hail is going to be what you're going to be watching out for. And if you're along the Gulf Coast, water spouts are going to be possible right along the immediate Gulf Coast there. So please be watchful for that activity down there along the Gulf Coast. And as we talk about your Friday, so we see a little bit of a decrease in the intensity of the severe weather. So we don't have any slight risk areas or enhanced areas, but we do have that marginal risk from Maine all the way down to the southeast here and into the Appalachians and over into the Midwest. And we have another area, couple of areas here across the northern high plains of Montana and Wyoming, and also along northern Idaho and northwestern Montana over Glacier National Park and the Grand Tetons. You guys could see that isolated severe weather. And folks, in that region, it's going to be New York City, Philadelphia, Charlotte, Boston, and Nashville. So we have over 80 million people in that that marginal severe risk for your Saturday out there. So that is a look at your severe weather. Here we are as we talk about, oh yeah, here's your Saturday. I'm sorry, that was Friday. Here's Saturday, even less severe weather to talk about. We just have this little area up here in the northern Rockies. So we have Montana and Idaho where we can see some severe weather up here in the Glacier National Park and the Grand Teton area. So, and that's going to be gusty winds is going to be the primary threat up there. No tornadoes or large hail, but gusty thunderstorms will be your primary threat. And some of the cities that's going to be in that is Missoula, Montana, Great Falls, Montana, Helen, Montana, Kalispell, Montana, and down there in Anaconda, Montana. So if you're in the state of Montana, brace for those gusty winds from some of those severe thunderstorms Monday on your Saturday afternoon. And as well as everywhere else, we're just going to see general thunderstorms, non-severe, along the Gulf Coast into Florida, the far northern plains, and the Rockies, and the high plains from Montana through Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico and Arizona. We're going to be seeing some thunderstorms in the afternoon as we kind of develop a monsoon type pattern here as we have high pressure over the center of the nation, and all of this stuff is kind of circulating around the periphery of that ridge of high pressure over the central part of the nation. And that is to look at your severe weather outlook. I'm glad to report that there's going to be a decrease in the amount of severe weather this weekend, and we're going to talk about the tropical outlook and the tropics. We have one area of interest down here across the southern Caribbean here near Panama. So we got this guy here that is getting a little bit less likely it's going to develop. 10% chance of further development over the next 48 hours. But we do have a hurricane here. Hurricane Blas hit down here off the coast of Mexico that's moving off to the northwest. It is a Category 1 hurricane, and we do have this other area of interest here that has an 80% chance of further development over the next couple of days as well. It could be our next tropical depression or hurricane or storm. So it's going to pretty much follow the same track that Blas is taking. It's going to follow in its footsteps. Here's a little more information about Blas. Here's this track for Blas. Here's his current position, and it will be a hurricane all the way into 7 p.m. on Friday, and it will start the weekend, become a tropical storm by 7 a.m. Saturday, and we will see it weekend yet still by 7 p.m. on Saturday. But 7 a.m. Sunday is going to be a tropical storm before becoming a tropical depression by Monday morning. And Tuesday, this it moves out over colder water and more inhospitable weather conditions. That is a look at your 3-day weather forecast. My name is Dula Godot. Thanks for watching this video. Leave your likes and your comments down in the comment section, and you can follow or subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow in their weekend weather forecast. Thanks, and have a great day. See you guys later. Bye-bye.